welcome back to Building the Boys. We now have issue 120 of Hachette's Build the Titanic. In this one, we are installing a bracket, but we got to take some bits off. So some of the brackets we've already put on, bizarrely, we're taking off. Okay. And then we are installing a bracket, and then we're putting the brackets back on. We're moving a bracket is what we're doing. It's weird. Then we're making a new bracket that's going in its place. I don't know. That's what they've asked us to do. So that's what we're doing. At the end of this one, we will be having our Titanic talk. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. But without further ado, let's get this one open. Let's see what comes inside this one, and let's get this one built. Okay, so, these bloody keyrings, these limited edition, beautifully made, embroidered, Building the Boys limited edition, massively collectible keyrings just keep getting in the way, and I swear, that's not product placement, they just keep getting in the way. Right, so what comes inside issue 120? Let's get this one open. Right. Oh, quite a bit. I wasn't actually expecting much in this, but there's this and there's that. So we have some screws there. These are AM screws, so we are going to 3-in-1 this. Inside this one, recognise those. It's been ages since we did some of those. This feels unique. So inside this package here, we have... Oh, it's not unique. Recognise that as well. So we have the bracket there. And then in this one, this doesn't feel metal, this piece. Might be, but it doesn't feel it. No, it's plastic. So we have this piece here. That's what we've got. So we've got those, and some screws. Right, let's see what we're going to do. Okay, so this is the section we're working on. This is the engine room here, but it's this part here and the opposing part on this side. Let me show you that. Let's get this so you can see everything. Is what we're working on. What we're going to do first is we're going to take our brackets and they are going to attach into here. So you can see exactly where they go on those fixing points. So I'm using the 3-in-1 oil just to help this in because we are going metal to metal. So let's hold this one in place and see if we can get a screw in. Now the area is quite snug, so not the easiest thing. But again, the 3-in-1 makes life a lot bloody easier, trust me. Let's get that one in first so it holds. I'll have another one next to it. There we go. Right, now we do the exact same thing on the opposite side. So directly opposite, we're going to put another one in. So that is both of these in. So we've got that one in and that one in. Now, weirdly, we don't have a bracket for here. What we're doing is we're moving all the way down. Remember, this bracket we fitted forever ago. We're going to take this off. So we're going to unscrew this and we're moving this one down to here. Weird, right? But that's what they want us to do. So let's get that done. You can see that I've taken this one off. I've moved it down. And now it's just a case of tying it back up. I don't know why. I'm sure there's a reason, but I couldn't tell you. Might be a design fault or something they opted against later on, or it was just to keep the whole together whilst we were doing the rest of it. I don't know. But I've never known a part where it doesn't ask you to do this. At some point they go, you know all that work you did? Yeah, undo it. And you go, okay. But it is what it is. So that's where that one now goes. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to install this new bracket. Take our new bracket, and this piece here, that is going to lie across there like so, and we're going to hold that in with 2 of the AM screws. So again, 3-in-1 just to make life a little easier. Just touch of that on the tip of the screw, and there we go. It's a long screws, man. All right, that's that one. One more. Okay, now to install this one. Returning to the section that we just took the one out of, we're going to go in with this one. This is going to go under there like so. And then I'm going to put in 4 of the AM screws to hold this in place. So let's get that screwed in. That's that one in, so we'll give that a yank. Oh no, that's in nice and firm. So that's that one in. That's that one in, and that is how we're now looking. So we've got those 3 supports in there. We've got the engine room all built up here. Looking lovely. So that's it. That is all there is to do in stages 117 to 120. Let's have a chat. So that's that one done. That's it for the month as well. So we've got 20 left. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? After next month, we're down to 16. Month after that, we're down to 12. It's getting exciting. Then we're going into single figures. We're so close to being done now, and it's looking beautiful. It's looking so nice. Well, there's still so much to do, though. I mean, you can just see there's so much to still go on the forecastle. But in next month's, I can show you what's coming in issue 121. 121. You do get your first mast. You get quite a lot. So in 121, you get the aft mast, you get the docking bridge and decking, adhesive strips, aft pedestal, the wheel, telegraphs, telephone, compass and extension cable and screws. And it all looks like that. So that is what is coming in 121. We will be testing the electrics as well next month. So, if you are just sticking around the build instructions, thank you for stopping by. If you're sticking around for our Titanic talk, I'm going to talk a little bit about something that's going to be prominent when we test the electrics. So, we know about the electrics. We know about the smoke. Now, I have seen video footage of the finished model working. So I've seen footage of the generators working, and I'm happy to tell you, as I told you 2.5 years ago, don't worry about the smoke generators. They kick off plenty of smoke and they look impressive. I have heard the CQD, I've heard the SOS, I've heard the engine sounds, and I've also heard the whistle. That is what I think is going to be polarizing. So I'm expecting people to complain about the Titanic whistle. It doesn't sound right. Well, it does. And the reason why it does sound right, so it does sound strange, but this is a steam-blown whistle. Okay? So the reason why it sounds strange, it does sound strange, it almost sounds like a roar, is because it's exactly that. It was old technology. It wasn't like electric generated. It wasn't, it was steam being blown through a funnel is essentially what it was. So how do we know that the sound they're going to give us is the correct sound? Well, because they recovered Titanic whistles. Believe it or not, there is working Titanic whistles. They are there. You can go see them in an exhibition and they look like this. So not only did they recover them, but they also wanted to hear them. They wanted to hear them sing, and it gives a voice to the Titanic. It's an actual noise that would have been produced by the ship, and they did it. So they ran steam through it, and they let that thing scream. So you can hear it. If you YouTube search Titanic whistle, you'll be able to hear it. Don't go for the one from the movie, because it was 1999 this happened. It was 2 years after the movie. 1999 this all happened. So you can hear the Titanic whistle blow. So you'll know exactly what it sounds like. So the recording of that one is what is in your ship. So the whistle that comes from your Titanic is the whistle from the Titanic. That is a beautiful thing. So there's no kind of like, we think this is an interpretation of what it might have sounded like. No, the sound that comes out of yours as the whistle is recorded from the Titanic whistle. So yours will make the sound the Titanic made. Not someone's interpretation of it, not we think this is what it sounded like. That is what it sounded like. I can't wait for that. I love that. So that voice of the Titanic will ring out. The ghost of the Titanic, if you will ring out from your Titanic. Beautiful thing, right? But that is all for this one. That is all for this month. So we'll be back in 4 weeks' time with issues 21 to 24, where, as I said, we'll be fixing all the decks together. I don't think the decks are going on, because we've still got more to do inside. So I know for a fact that they're not going to go on because we still need to access where we put those clamps on when the rudder goes in. So until we end up with a rudder, I don't think we're putting the decks on. So we'll put the decks together. We are going to test the lighting on them, see that it all works and all lights up properly. We're installing masts. We've got some cranes to come as well. And we are working on the poop deck, which is the only deck we don't have yet. So we're going to receive that as well. Good stuff, all good stuff. So we are we are now getting to that point where it's time to start putting it together and putting the final touches on. There are still numerous parts unaccounted for. So we have a lot of stuff for the forecastle that hasn't gone on yet. We've got a crane and an anchor missing from the forecastle. We've got masts. We've got the Marconi telegraph poles. We have all of the railings haven't gone on yet, so we've got to do all of that. We do have the gold strip that's going to go around. That's going to be fun and games, I can tell you. I think, don't quote me on it, but I think that we also have a decal for the depth mark on the front. That's got to go on as well. Flags. We have other masts. We have crow's nest. We have rigging. There's still a lot to do in only 20 issues. So it's going to start becoming quite labour intensive. It just is. But a labour of love nonetheless, you know. That's all from us. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe because we are getting so close to our maiden voyage. And we really do appreciate your support. You can contact us at buildingtheboys@outlook.com with any questions. You want to show us your work or anything like that, we're happy to hear from you. We always love hearing from you. It always makes me smile. In a world where you could be anything at all, just be nice, take care, and I'll see you very, very soon for more fun and games from Building the Boys. Take care, and I'll see you then.